It's a whimsical Wednesday, and welcome into the PHNX Sun Devils show, coming to you live from Studio K, presented by Circle K. Head to any Circle K Arizona location where you can get any size Polar Pop or Froster for just 79 cents now through September 3rd. Guys, do us a solid. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. I am Anthony Totri, joined as always by...
What am I today? I think I'm the blind mouse today.
We're going to go... Yeah,
I'm wearing my shady rays. I'm the blind mouse today.
It's the blind mouse over here. We got DJ Danielle behind the Mac making all of the magic happen. How you doing, Erik?
I'm pretty tired.
Yeah,
I'm pretty tired. Which
we
learned is not an
emotion. Erik.
Not an emotion.
Not an emotion.
Tired. This is what you get when you come to PHNX Sun Devils.
You learn a little bit about yourself.
Not an emotion. It is how I'm feeling though. I'm a little sleepy guy.
Let's pick it up because it's Wednesday. It's time to lock in. Okay, what Lawrence guy say yesterday?
Listen, I'm going till I cry. Okay, and then I'm pushing.
You need to not find an excuse to quit. You need to find an excuse.
Am I quitting
to continue.
or am I here?
I mean, you're here.
I'm here.
I'm
locked in.
Keep it going.
I didn't say I wasn't locked in.
Glenn, I paused my NCAA 25 to be here. That's just special stuff.
You can wait. There. Okay.
No.
You can multitask. You do both.
I mean, we
right.
Glenn's trying to be locked in.
I mean, you can't be in the chat and be calm.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, Glenn.
That's special stuff right there. Daniel Berry also in here saying, "Hey everybody, happy Wednesday." Drop a comment if you're in here. Let us know how your Wednesday is going. We've got a lot to get into. We got a snake draft. Okay, at the tail end of the show. This should be, if I'm not mistaken, our last or second to last snake draft of the season.
That's crazy because Shane and I, I'm pretty sure, are tied right now.
Well, we're gonna talk a little bit about Shane. I got some words.
That is, you know what?
I got some words.
You know what?
And you know exactly.
No, actually, we're on the same page. Some shenanigans are afoot.
Some serious
allegations will be thrown at the end of this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Stick around.
We've also got some discussions at the high school ranks about some NIL conversations and how it could eventually affect college sports in today's day and age. We are going to get a little bit into the new scholarship limits going across college athletics, not just for football, but for basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, the list goes on and on. Certainly some interesting roster adjustments made for Arizona State coaches and just coaches across the college landscape. But first, we're going to talk about money.
Yay!
Because what makes the world go round, Erik?
Gravity.
No. Try again.
Gravity. I'm pretty sure that's the right answer. Am I wrong? Danielle, am I wrong?
No, that's the right answer.
Okay, Danielle, why? Why do I entertain this,
money.
man?
It's money.
Money makes the world go round.
It's money.
And gravity.
Can
we agree?
Yeah.
Green and gravity.
The gravity
the
of the
double
green.
G's, the GGs.
The two things that make the world go round. Gravity and green.
I'm here for it.
What a Wednesday, guys.
Look, Lincoln Riley, Big Ten Media Day. We're going to spare the UCLA coach today.
Watch.
We're not going to talk about his media day.
That was a tough watch.
I do want to get into what Lincoln Riley had to say, though, just simply about NIL, because for me, I think it's an interesting conversation, right? So Lincoln Riley says that he believes that USC has the most improved collective, NIL collective, in the nation. Now, for me, I know this is an Arizona State podcast, but I'm going to try and remove the bias out of here. And I'm just going to, again, we've, over the last few months, talked about Arizona State and the money side of things and the roster side of things for football, basketball. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to kind of throw it all together before we talk about the collectives as a whole. So, 2 5-stars on the basketball front, a 4-star as well in Amir Ali. So, you got Amir Ali, Josan Sannon, Jaden Quaintance.
Right.
Those guys cost a little bit of money.
Some.
Bobby Hurley has been on record saying that he believes that in terms of NIL, Arizona State has improved 5 to 6 times.
That's a very
what
big,
they've done in the
very
past.
big jump.
Right?
If I could get 5 to 6 times the amount of money that I get,
I would be a happy guy. Happy guy. And the proof is in the pudding there,
Yeah.
right? Like you say, we've got 5-6 times the money. Okay, you show it with 2 5-stars and a 4-star. Okay, I could see that. On top of some of the best lower division transfers that you could probably get in BJ Freeman and Austin Mason.
ASU basketball probably had the perfect offseason as to what they could have done.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing that
I don't think there's any way they could have done better.
I think you retain Frankie Collins is the only way you do anything better.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
But that's the only thing. That's the
fair.
only thing. Or even if he just doesn't go in conference, that's also would be nice. So that's basketball. Okay. As the athletic department as a whole, out with the old, in with the new, officially have an athletic director, a younger athletic director who has been on record saying multiple times that Arizona State is going to be on the forefront of NIL and what, this space looks like for years to come. True or false?
True.
Now, Kenny Dillingham, getting some blue chip guys that just don't simply come to Arizona State. I look specifically at a guy like Cole Martin, who played significantly at Oregon last year, is now starting as a nickel corner for Arizona State this season. You look, they beefed up the offensive line, went and got a kid who was playing for Washington up front. I believe Jalen Clem, who, again, was playing in a national championship game.
Yeah, part of the best offensive line in the country.
So you bring in him. The defensive side of the ball, you add San Diego State's best interior defender in Cyrus Fiaseu. You get New Mexico State's top 2 defensive players in Miles Rouser and Keyshawn Elliott. Now, I'm not saying that Arizona State and Kenny Dillingham went and added Ohio State level players, a ton of Oregon level players, Michigan players, whatever. But what I'm saying is, in terms of improvement, because that's what we're talking about here.
Improvement.
That's where this conversation is Lincoln Riley said that he believes USC has the most improved collective over the offseason. True or false?
Well, it's false, but not even for all the reasons that you just said. Buddy, USC's been paying players since before NIL.
Yeah, that's fair. But a lot of schools have. A lot of schools have.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, we have the most approved NIL. Buddy, you've had NIL since before NIL. You've been paying players. You've been giving out the bags. You're just doing it legally now.
That's valid.
I also find it hard to believe that, kind of like what you said, in a more summarized, succinct version.
Did I go on too long?
No. But this is the Sparky notes, right? USC starting level and ASU starting level, as far as funding and donors and sponsors and everything, are on 2 completely different levels.
Yeah.
Okay. So even if you got twice as good from your starting point, you're not 5 to 6. If USC goes 5 to 6 times what they made before, I mean, you're talking insane.
You're talking Ohio State, Oregon.
And I'm going to be honest with you, since they're moving to the Big Ten, I haven't been as tapped in with their football transfers, but I don't remember seeing like, oh my gosh, look at the insane amount and of high level transfers that USC is getting. And we can look that up right now. I don't want to speak ignorantly. I'm just saying from what I've seen on my timeline, usually you can see like, hey, this is the best transfer class. I don't hear USC in those conversations. I'm sure they're doing just fine for themselves.
I could tell you the incoming. So they got 17 incoming transfers from, according to 24/7 Sports. Okay. They got a 3-star defensive lineman transferring
any 4
from
stars?
Wyoming. They've got a 4-star quarterback from UNLV.
Okay.
3-star, 4-star running back from Mississippi State, I believe that is. 3-star, 4-star linebacker from Oregon State. I'll give him that. 4-star safety from UCLA.
Yeah, they're doing fine.
Nobody else. They lost, let's see. I mean, they lost a bunch of 3-stars. They lost a 4-star interior offensive lineman to Florida. They lost, they're
doing just fine for themselves, but that's just like, they're doing as good as USC with Lincoln Riley should do.
I mean, in reality, you look at, I'm looking at them right now, right? They lost a 4-star quarterback, Malachi Nelson, to Boise State. 3-star offensive tackle.
Boise State.
3-star offensive tackle to Oklahoma. 4-star linebacker to Wisconsin. 4-star cornerback to Alabama. They lost Dorian Singer, 4-star wide receiver to Utah. So they lost more than they gained.
And that's kind of my thing, right? And ASU lost a lot of players too. Like, let's not get it twisted. They lost some really good talent and some of their best high-end talent as well. And I'm not sitting here saying ASU's in a better spot NIL-wise. I'm sure if you could trade NIL funding between USC and ASU would do it. USC would.
You would.
Right, but again, you're talking improvement.
Yeah.
Right? And listen, this is going to sound weird. One of the benefits of starting in such a crap place is that when you get better, it's like tenfold, right?
Yeah.
Like it looks that much better. If you're like, let's say you're really slow, like you're just super slow and you work really, really, really hard and you shave like a full second off your 40 time. I mean, that's going to look a lot more impressive than somebody who's, really fast shaving a quarter of a second, right? Even though you're still improving and that other person's faster. And if you had to pick somebody in the foot race, you're picking the faster person. It's still more impressive to see the person shave off like that amount of time. You get what I'm saying?
I hear you. I don't even think we need to talk about impressive, right? Because I mean, I think you could still make the argument that the person that runs a 4.440 and shaves it down to 4.3 is more impressive than somebody that's running a 6 flat and shaves it to 5 flat. I think it's still more impressive, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about improvement, right?
Yeah.
The bigger improvement here is USC would have to gain so much more than ASU to improve, right? A significant amount. Eric's out of water.
My water.
Eric's out of water.
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm not out of water. The straw just detached. So bear with me here.
Really, really tough.
Bear with me here.
So if you look, again, just based off of this is what one coach is saying, and let's look at it as a whole. Well, we went through the rosters. We went through the changes that were made, right? Obviously, USC able to retain some talent as well. We know what that school is capable of in terms of money. So they're not struggling here. But in terms of serious improvement, Arizona State as a whole, in terms of collective, is clearly got more improvement. You look basically just on basketball alone, right?
Yeah.
ASU basketball got a USC basketball player.
Is Lincoln talking about just football?
He just said the NIL collective.
The NIL collective. Listen, I'll just say this. Color me surprised that Lincoln Riley's talking out the side of his mouth, right? Like, I'm shocked. I'm floored.
My favorite part is, like, I'm pretty sure in the article that I read, there was, like, a part of what Lincoln Riley was talking about, how it wasn't in the greatest space or it was whatever. Or like, they were tied to. I'm like, bro, first off, let's get something straight. USC had hands down 2 of the top 5 most influential athletes in college sports last season in Bronny James and Caleb Williams. Hands down.
Both should have been the number 1 pick.
Easily. Right?
Easily.
Best player. I mean, send them straight to the hall. Right? Just bypass their careers, to be honest with you. Those guys are gone.
Yeah.
But it's not just that you lost the stars. Okay? And then you look back to Lincoln Riley and the financial situation that is USC. Buddy, when you got hired, they rolled out the red carpet and a half for you. They bought your ass a home.
The private
in
jet.
LA. You got a private jet in LA. Your contract is astronomical. For what reason? You haven't really won anything. Even at USC. He hasn't really won anything. And I know that's not the conversation. We're not comparing athletic programs here. But at the end of the day, in terms of improvement, ASU had a bigger jump to make. And they made the jump.
I know. Listen, the reality is what this probably is a little message from the athletic director or even just from within their own camp. They say, hey, Lincoln, we actually are doing better. We're raising more money.
People are still named Lincoln in 2024.
Hey, can I be honest?
You can be honest.
Lincoln kind of goes hard.
It doesn't go hard as a name,
Lincoln kind of goes hard.
Doesn't go hard as a name.
Lincoln kind of goes hard.
How? How does it go hard?
Say it again.
Lincoln. I want to say...
It kind of goes hard.
No, it doesn't. I think Lincoln Logs.
As a dyslexic person, I do not enjoy the name Lincoln.
Lincoln.
I do not enjoy it.
Sorry,
having to spell it out.
It doesn't go hard as a name, dude. It's like bottom.
It depends on it depends on the last name.
It's like bottom 10.
Lincoln Riley. Okay, Lincoln Riley objectively is a good name. Objectively, Lincoln Riley is a good name.
I think Riley Lincoln would be better.
No, actually, I think that's way worse.
Really?
I think that's
what
way
do you think,
worse.
Danielle?
I think we should snake draft names instead.
Oh my gosh.
Snake draft names that should be flipped. Washington George.
We're just doing presidents?
I don't know. That's the only thing that came to mind. Dillingham Kenny.
Stop it. Dillingham.
Rouser Miles goes crazy.
Crazy.
Every time you say Miles Rouser, I get really juiced.
Yeah,
I get really excited.
Really
because I like. It's not that I forget that he's on there, but it's like anytime I'm reminded that he's just gonna like knock the helmet off somebody this year, I'm like, yes.
You know what gets me more excited than in other people's names?
Comparing NIL funds.
You know what gets me more excited?
No, I don't think there is anything that gets you more excited.
There's actually only one thing in the world.
You were so juiced today to talk
one
about this.
thing that gets me more excited.
Okay, hit me.
Inner Circle.
Oh, there it is.
Inner Circle. It's easy, right? Come on now. Right? You should know this. You should know this, guys. Inner Circle. They are Circle K's new free membership program. Don't confuse them with Inner Square or Inner Triangle. Okay, it's Inner Circle. They're trying to help you guys save money every single day, starting with saving 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups, and then every day after that, you can save 3 cents per gallon as well. And as Erik informed us the other day, if you're just grinding Inner Circle,
you're just getting that gas.
That offer goes up.
It goes to 5 cents.
It's just crazy to me that they're helping you save money at this rate, guys. And you can enjoy your member-exclusive beverage deal. Inner Circle is going to help you get any size Polar Pop or Froster for just 79 cents now through September 3rd at any Arizona location. All you got to do is find it in the app under Inner Circle and offers. Join Inner Circle for free by downloading that Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details.
A question for you.
You have a question for me?
Yeah. First of all, Glenn says Ruby Erik hits harder. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
Erik?
I don't think Ruby as a first name hits the same as Ruby as a last name.
Ruby is a first name with the right last name.
Yeah, but Eric's not the right last name.
No.
Erik cannot be a last name. Imagine somebody being like, oh, it's like someone Erik. Nah, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
Okay. Race.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just kind of stepped on the whole thing.
No. I was like,
I don't even want to do this
anymore.
anymore. I don't even want to do this
I got
anymore.
so distracted. I was like, what is on his screen right now?
I had a whole thing.
You can do it. No. Didn't happen. We're going. That was a rewind right there.
Okay. What does the word stealth mean to you?
Is this like an emotion thing? Do I
no,
I'm just gonna strength. That's what stealth means.
Get off the screen.
No.
Get off the screen.
Stealth. No, I want to answer. Stealth means you're able to do like you got under the radar, maybe.
That is what stealth means.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that what you asked me? What stealth meant?
The reason why I ask is because I want to say what stealth means to me.
Okay.
To me, stealth means an incredible pair of sunglasses. Because right now I'm rocking my Oakmont sunglasses from Shady Rays, and it's the stealth colorway, which is the all black, little silver on the outside here, just for a little flair, and you probably can't see it through there. But
I can't even see you coming at me here.
Yeah, I'm just, you just can't see me.
I mean, this guy screams under the radar, right?
Right, Professor Oates, you can't catch me.
That's where we're going today.
Listen, guys, Shady Rays, absolutely incredible polarized sunglasses, and there's so much that you could say about them. Whether it's the 300,000, not 300, 300,000
purple
5-star. What? You're just gonna take over my computer here?
You go ahead. I'm looking. You can customize them.
Listen, they do have custom colorways. Hold up, go back. These Denny Hamlin edition Oaklands. It's basically what I have, but with the purple lenses.
That's way cool.
That does go crazy. I have had sunglasses with the purple lenses and stuff before. It makes everything look really cool. Not for everybody, but they have different styles on Shady Rays for everybody.
Hamlin? Cool
Denny Hamlin. Hamlin Denny, also a cool name. Also, with Shady Rays, they have incredible deals. Right now, for our listeners, you can use code PHNX for 35% off polarized sunglasses. We're actually on the Shady Rays website right now. Totri is literally in shock at the different amount of styles, frames.
Dude, the names that they have for these are awesome.
Emerald smoke, black infrared, navy smoke, black
this
camo.
Has got to be the Army collection
smoke.
Or something.
Yeah, the high rise collection. They have. We can't say that. No
That's
free
crazy.
ads. No free ads. That is crazy. Raja Karuth edition, the Black Ocean Timber. Oh my goodness. Like,
that's my favorite.
The Black Mirage Timber high-rise
no.
sunglasses.
This one.
The Black Cali Mesa.
Yeah, those are the best.
I could definitely see you wearing those. Listen, guys, if you just want to have fun, go on Shady Ray's website. You can look through all the different types of sunglasses they have. They have different frames, different styles, different colorways, and everything. Not only can you get 35% off by using code PHNX, they also have free shipping on any order over $60. They have free returns and exchanges. It's worry-free. It is hands down the best customer service in the sunglass industry. And also, if you want to go in person, you want to try them on. Sometimes sunglasses don't fit you right. Sometimes you look like a blind mouse when you're wearing sunglasses. And like me, I'm okay with that. But maybe you're not. You want to see what you look like. Go to their brick and mortar store out in Kierland Commons. You can still use code PHNX. And if they say, I don't know what you're talking about, call me. Set them straight. Okay. Right now, exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays, best deal of the season. Head to shadyrays.com or their in-person location. Use code PHNX for 35% off the polarized sunglasses, and you can try for yourself. The shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people.
Love it.
Thank you.
Just to recap.
Thank you, Totri Anthony.
You're welcome. For everybody that just hopped in, we can agree. Arizona State, more improved NIL collective than USC.
Yes. Without a doubt. This is fact.
It is fact.
We deserve this.
It might not be fact, but it's our
We
opinion.
know this, Anthony
it's
Totri.
Stop it, Mike. It's our
I'm
opinion.
sorry. It's like
there you go.
School, like
True.
True graphic. You know, it's like the Green Goblin mask where it like speaks to him.
Yeah, well,
That's my Mike Luke impersonation to me.
Speaking to you at all times.
Like I seriously, I want to do it all the time.
Why?
It's so fun.
Are you just like uncomfortable in like your own?
No, it's just so fun. It's just so fun. We're talking about NIL, Anthony Totri.
There we go. Well, look, we talked NIL,
Yes.
and we're going to talk more NIL in just a bit. But
Yes.
first, roster limits.
Yes.
Limits changing. Okay. This and the reason I bring up the next two topics are interesting to me because they're things that I didn't necessarily know or really think that were kind of
You shocked me with
coming
some.
to
You shocked
college
me with
sports.
some of this stuff. Yeah.
It's completely different. It changes the way that those rosters are going to be constructed. It changes recruiting in a way for really major sports at the college level. So the scholarship increases per Yahoo Sports and On3. We can kind of go individually. So football is going from 85 to 105.
That's a big jump.
Spots. For me, I think immediately when you now have 105 scholarship players, what I immediately think back to is last season for Arizona State when they didn't have enough guys to practice, right? They couldn't run both sides of the ball because they had so many guys dealing with injury. And now you are able to kind of limit that. And you assume if you have a healthy roster, this is going to allow players to be able to stay fresh. We're in week 7, week 8. You're in a grind of the college football season. You're playing in Arizona where it's 100-something degrees every Saturday, right? So you're going to be able to keep these guys fresh. And in reality, when you're talking about the 2-deep, 3-deep roster, now you've got guys that, the second string guys don't have to do as many reps in practice because you've got more walk-ons or you got more, not walk-ons, but you've got a bigger pool of players now to kind of run up against them.
Yeah. 20 players. I mean, obviously, we're going to go through
jump.
we'll go through the other sports and everything like that as well. But that's a big jump.
Second biggest jump.
You're talking about basically you can give full scholarship to almost both sides of the football.
Yeah.
Not completely, but you can basically have a whole nother unit out there. Plus, some.
It is kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy the trajectory of where college sports is heading. And I know we talk about it with NIL and the transfer portal, but when you start to see things like this is a bigger limit than NFL teams are allowed on their roster.
Right. Which I think I think that makes sense too. A scholarship is a lot more affordable than an NFL
contract
salary. Yes. But it's great, especially for, there are so many players, and you can just think about ASU over the last couple of years who are at the end of the roster, who aren't scholarship players as well, who could still bring a lot of value to this team and deserve to feel secure in their education. And those are the types of players that aren't going to be going and most likely playing on the next level, are the ones that are the fringe. Now, some of them might, and they might have an incredible story with that. But being able to provide them with now, better education and less stress, which we talked with Lawrence Guy yesterday, which go and check that interview out. Fantastic interview. Maybe the best one we've done. And he talked about the countless amount of stresses that come with being a student athlete, especially nowadays with social media. Being able to take something off of somebody's plate is going to make everybody's team better. Not just ASU, but every single team. This isn't just ASU's scholarship availability. This is everybody.
It's everybody, yeah.
And that's just going to make everybody better, and it's going to make everybody hungrier because you're like, you know what? Like, I have a chance. Maybe it's like before, I'm not even going to walk on. I don't even have a chance to get a scholarship. I can't do that. I have to go afford school. Now you have somebody who can go and play the sport that they love and get a scholarship for it.
No, you're right. And Sharon brings up another good point. The concern with that is that teams with a lot of NIL are going to be able to be that much deeper. I understand that, but I think there's also a part of that is to now if you're not getting playing time, there's more spots on other people's rosters where you can go earn playing time, right? If you're playing at USC, again, we're just using that example. And you have 105
screw you,
spots,
Lincoln Riley.
And you're a fifth string guy playing at USC. You're like, okay, well, why? I've got the amount of offers now that I can have is probably tenfold because all of these schools now have additional roster spots. Why don't I go give myself a chance?
Yeah, and Sharon's point makes sense. Nothing's going to be perfect, and this probably will end up being better for the people who are more secure in NIL and have a bigger backing, but that is just more the reason for a school like ASU to get out ahead of these things like they have, which, with where things were 365 days ago, I mean, talk about a massive shift. But if you can continue to capitalize on that and have that revenue and have that money back in pocket and be able to rely more and maybe have a deeper roster, I mean, again, you might even be able to retain kids. You might not see as many people. You could see maybe more people leave in the transfer portal. Hell, this could have the opposite effect. More people could stay because there's more scholarship spots for everybody. You might not see as much movement. And, now that I think about it, what's like the main thing that a lot of people know is a problem with the transfer portal, but it's not really acknowledged?
Oh, man, that they know is a problem with the transfer portal? I mean, there's a lot of problems with the transfer portal, man.
So many kids who enter the transfer portal don't find another place to play.
Yeah.
And they end up entering the transfer portal because they think there's going to be a better place for them. There's not. They're done. They're out. They kind of screwed themselves, right? And so I think that this might be, hey, I'm more comfortable staying here because there is a spot for me rather than, oh, there's not a scholarship for me. I got to go find one. I'm at the back end of a roster. Now I can't find somebody because nobody's familiar with me. It could help maybe that end of, the end of bench guys, the close to walk-on guys, even either find a new place or feel comfortable staying.
Yeah.
And that will clear out a lot of the clutter in the transfer portal and probably lead to a lot of people not making the wrong decision as, hey, I'm going to go try to do something. It doesn't work out.
That's fair. Glenn in the chat question with NIL, heard Dillingham doesn't pay incoming freshmen NIL. It's mostly for starters/transfers. Would that still be the same case if we had a war chest like, say, Oregon? No, I don't think so. That's not totally true. I know of at least one freshman that was getting paid last season. So I'm going to keep that information to the diehard Discord only. But that is not totally true. And yeah, I think if you have a war chest like Oregon or Ohio State, you're throwing around money like it doesn't matter because it doesn't. You're going and getting the top tier players. You're paying the most amount of money. And that's just kind of how you do it. Now, I think it also has to fit into the brand of football that you play and the culture that you're trying to establish in the program. And for Kenny Dillingham, it's not necessarily a gimme kind of culture that they want to establish.
He wants people to want to be here.
And you have to earn it.
Yeah.
You have to earn that type of respect and money at Arizona State. So moving on with the scholarship increases, basketball going up to 15 now from 13, 2 more roster spots. Don't hate it. I don't necessarily think it's going to be huge for transfers. I think when you talk about 15, I think it's more for these coaches to maybe add and develop some of the high school talent.
And maybe reward some walk-ons as well.
I don't see the basketball scholarship making a huge difference, at least not for men's, maybe for women's. You are able to add a few more players that you feel can immediately impact your team.
I mean, that's just when you're going to have to kind of wait and see a little bit more out of all of them. That's the least amount of spots. Obviously, basketball, least amount of players. It makes sense. But the sheer number of them, it's like, okay, you don't see that changing the top tier talent. And with basketball for men's and for women's, a lot of the times, because it's such a small roster, the ones at the top are the ones that are really making that difference, not the ones that are going to maybe be the additional 2 at the bottom. Those could be for people that have been walk-ons that deserve it. And like Clint said, legacy players, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like Bobby Hurley Jr.
How do you feel about legacy players?
Like you've been here, so you get a scholarship.
Not necessarily even legacy players. I think
or
more
like
of
the
like
kid
your
of a legend,
dad went here, your dad's dad went here and played
I think
here.
as long as you're
like
bringing something to the team,
like Paul Tyson at Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, listen, nepotism is everywhere.
Paul Tyson did not belong on a college roster. I'm just gonna leave that for that.
Yeah.
Baseball with the largest increase. 22 spots.
That's massive.
22 spots, up to 34 scholarship spots now for collegiate baseball teams. That is wild. How do you see that impacting college baseball and specifically Arizona State?
Specifically for Arizona State, it might hurt them in the short term.
You think?
Well, they're really struggling as
NIL.
far as NIL and everything now. And now you're adding 20 plus new players that you have to pay for at least a scholarship, let alone offer some sort of NIL. I mean, I think overall for baseball, I think more scholarship spots, that's great. That's better. But I think for right now where ASU is specifically, that's the one sport that you look at and you go, would that end up making things worse?
I don't know if it'd make things worse. I think for me, sorry, I'm messing with this mic here. I think and I could be totally wrong, but my mind immediately goes to the JUCO route.
Yeah.
Maybe this allows like a team like Arizona State baseball to really pull from the JUCO portal.
Sure.
And get some of those guys and try and develop them and see what they're capable of. I think for really all of these, what we kind of have left out is this allows coaches to take a chance on guys, you know?
Yeah.
So, damn you, Erik.
Sorry, I showed him something on my screen.
It allows you to take a chance on kids that wouldn't necessarily have that role. If you did have just like, I don't know, 12 to 13 scholarships prior. You know what I mean? So I think that is huge.
Yeah, I think you're right. I may be taking the more negative approach. I think overall more scholarships is better. I just want to make sure that, you know, ASU baseball is in a much better place than it is right now. It's a little sad to see. I mean, Glenn in the chat saying crazy how ASU baseball struggles with NIL considering how many baseball players they sent to the MLB throughout the years. Yeah, it's the nature of the beast, and you want to make sure that they're kind of on top of things now before you maybe give them more to handle. Definitely hoping and wishing for them to be better. And for those wondering what I showed Totri on my screen, it's my favorite ASU men's basketball walk-on of all time. I'm going to keep that name to myself.
Is that really your favorite?
Yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt. Wow. Here's a little hint for everybody. If you want to figure out who it was.
Are you just going to say what he averaged?
0.3 points per game.
Wow.
No, but here's the hint. This man in, oh my God, I don't know why the name is slipping, but you know when they go on Mill and they do it's like Madness on Mill or something like that.
Yeah.
He played in Yeezys.
Wow.
His year. That's not the reason why he's my favorite. This was, I don't know. That might give it away too much.
Oh, I know what year that was.
Yeah. That might give it away too much. It was while I was in college. And if you know how old I am.
That was like a year ago.
Yeah.
All right.
Next year. I'm excited. Excited for my commitment to Arizona State University.
That's awesome. Good for you, kid.
The first high school to ever work for All City. That's great.
Love that for you, man.
And I'm really looking forward to turning 18. Yes.
That's not true. Reese has you beat.
Wow.
You're right. You know, that's right.
Man.
You know, at least I'm younger than him, right? I got time to grow.
Softball also going up 13 spots now to 25. I think same thing. Kind of as baseball, it allows you to take more chances on players that you wouldn't have necessarily gone after because you didn't have the available roster spots. And for ASU softball, I think this is perfect because you're at a state now where, in my mind, Megan Bartlett is in a make it break it year.
Yeah,
you have to be able to get this team to the tournament. In the Big 12, I think you're going to a lesser conference now when it comes to softball than what the Pac-12 was. The Pac-12 was a giant next to the SEC, I would argue. So now you are taking a step down in conference softball, so you should be able to really elevate what you do as a program. And again, this is Megan Bartlett's third year, which is just
time flies.
I mean, that's crazy to me.
Time
it's been 3 years since that. But yeah, I think that helps. And then volleyball going up 6 spots from 12 to 18. You look at what ASU volleyball did last season, just a phenomenal run in the first year of their head coach. So I think, again,
super excited for ASU volleyball.
And this is a perfect time because when you do what that program did last season and make the run that you did in the NCAA tournament, and now you look down the line of like, oh, hey, we're going to be able to get 6 more roster spots. If you're a player and you're like, oh, where do I want to go? You're like, oh, shit, Arizona State, look what they did just last season.
I mean, especially look at where I can be, right? A lot of people want to choose to live in Tempe anyway. Now you can tell me I can go to school for either cheap or for free.
Yeah.
Sign me up. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, you know what? These rosters, they really help me out. You know, as an aspiring high school athlete, hopefully I can make it on one of those. I'm thinking, I think I'm going to go for, I'll try to get one of the football spots.
Yeah. You think so?
Left water boy.
Which one do you think you'd have the highest percentage
of making? I genuinely think if I had to,
I know what you're gonna say.
It would be football.
Would it really?
It would be football for sure.
Erik,
dude, I'm a listen, for those who don't know about me, I spent 15 years of my life doing martial arts. I've been hit in the face quite a bit.
Did you ever play football?
No, I didn't, because I was too busy kicking ass, and I didn't have time to play football. I wanted to, but I used to be a lot.
Can you time code this now?
I used to be a lot bigger. I used to be about 230, 240 pounds, and I could kick above my head.
Yeah.
So
what do you think you're playing?
What am I playing? Oh, I would definitely be like water boy number 3, maybe second string.
Erik, there's
Maybe
out of
second
all
string.
of those sports, I think football's the least likely you'd have a chance.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Really? What do you think? But there's so many more spots. I'm so bad at baseball.
There is a lot more spots,
I'm good at picking up sports. I can't play baseball. I'm so bad at baseball. Basketball is the sport that, besides martial arts, I'm the best at, but there's not enough roster spots.
No, but I think that would still give you your best chance.
I don't know.
I think that would
Chris
give you
knows.
your best chance.
I don't know. I think
football would not
if
be
I
it,
played
man.
if I played football for 4 years at my weight, I don't know what just fell on my phone.
Your phone, yeah.
At my old weight, I feel like a fullback. I feel like Kenny could have some fun with that. Glenn said Erik would be the first student head coach. I'm not smart enough to be a head coach.
6'1"? How tall are you?
6'1".
So 6'1" at your heaviest, what?
6'1" at my heaviest, 240.
6'1",
That was
240?
that, but that was 240 was in college when I started living on my own.
But it wasn't it wasn't, and I don't mean this as a dig. I'm asking.
You knew me at 240.
Yeah,
actually.
well, I didn't think you were 240 pounds at that time.
Big boy.
It wasn't like an athletic 240.
In high school, so in high school I was like 225, and it was. I mean, I could dunk. I'm not gonna get into this now, but I was a pretty good athlete. I won a couple state championships for fighting. So like I don't question that. That's not what I'm questioning. This is not what I expected to talk about today.
Out of all the sports, I just think football is the least likely that anybody can make it because of the sheer size.
I'm looking at sheer roster spots as far as getting like a really, really, really low end scholarship on it. Because I think with basketball, like I'm not tall. Right, I'm 6'1". This
is what I'm saying. Is
why are we talking
because
about this?
It's fun. I'm throwing out 105 players that have played football. 105.
I'm talking if I played football for more than if football was my
what
sport.
You could make now.
Right now it's basketball.
Okay,
right
that's
now
what
it's
I'm
basketball.
saying.
Right, I thought you were talking about like go back to high school and give me 4 years at a sport.
Absolutely not. I'm saying right now we're throwing 106 football players. You're one of them. Can you make the right? You have to beat out one other dude who plays football.
No, not right now. Not right now. Unless I go on like a really intense training regiment program.
Yeah, until you push yourself till you try.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with football is that I can hit hard and I can get hit.
Yeah,
and that's the
thing.
you
could do that with your fists. That's not how you play football.
No, buddy. Trust me. I played like
Erik, I've spent my whole life around football. There's no way you could make a football roster.
I don't know.
There's no way, dude.
I'm not even saying I could. I'm not saying I could. I'm saying most likely. Right now it's basketball.
the hell out of this. Erik Ruby says he can make college football
not
roster.
What I'm saying. That's literally the opposite of what I'm saying. You
heard it here first, Coach.
Gosh. Okay,
let's get him out.
Clint at least knows. He said I bet on Erik in the octagon.
If Kenny allowed you to come out for a tryout, would you?
Yes. 100%.
Okay,
but I've never played a snap of football in my life. But absolutely, I would.
Coach Dillingham.
I went back to karate the other day.
Yeah.
And I got my ass thrown around. Dude, I'm a psychopath. Like I was getting hit in the face. And I loved it. I was like, bro, I miss this. Like I think I have the mentality to be a football player, but I don't know about the physical attributes.
Coach Dillingham.
Why are we talking about
Coach Dillingham?
I don't like talking about this.
Please let this man.
Oh, no. I'd be a kicker. Dude, I got a leg.
You wouldn't beat a college kicker.
I think if you gave me like a year, if you gave me a year to practice kicking, I think I could kick a 35, 40.
Allow Erik to walk on. Just to try.
Let me try to kick.
Just to try out, please.
Let me try. Oh, I would definitely pull a hamstring. Dude, on Friday, I stretched for like 6 hours throughout the day to not get injured.
That's crazy.
I'm so washed right now.
Well, we've taken up so much time.
Why are we talking about this?
Nothing.
What are we doing?
Let me tell you about something, and that's Chicken and Pickle. Okay,
Yes.
That is a phenomenal place to spend your weekend. We've obviously got our pickleball tournament at Chicken and Pickle this Saturday.
You're sold out.
Bright and early, it is sold out, but that doesn't mean you can't come hang for the vibes. They got like a double-decker bar. I know I'm always talking about it because it is an elite place. Chicken and Pickle in that exact location is prime, and if they had one of those in Scottsdale, Tempe, Phoenix, I'm telling you right now, that would be the number one place, hands down, because of the environment, the vibes, the food. It is an electric place to be. Like I said, the pickleball tournament that we have this weekend, it is sold out, but come hang out. Come just check it out. Just check out the vibes. It's a phenomenal spot. They have the bar. They've got other games outside of indoor and outdoor pickleball. They got like a life-size battleship. They've got ping pong. They've got Connect 4. They've got misters, so you're not overheating while you're outside. They've got drinks. They've got food. They've got chicken. They've got pickles. They have it all.
They really do.
Go check them out, okay? Do us a solid. Head to chickenandpickle.com. That is chickenandpickle.com to see all the fun you can have at their Glendale location.
You know, I might need help with my medical bills after trying out for a football team. And Glenn's saying, I like the heart, put him on special teams kickoff as a gunner. I do think that would be fun. I think that would be really fun.
It wouldn't be fun.
I wish that, here's the thing. I'm so happy that Desert Financial Credit Union's been in my life and been in my family's life for literal generations. But I will say, I wish I got $200 for free when I opened up my free checking account.
I do too.
Because that would have probably changed my entire life. I might not even be, I might own this company. It might just completely different trajectory on everything.
Yeah, I mean,
but here's the thing. They can give
stretch.
you $200 for free right now if you open up a free checking account. If you don't know what Desert Financial is, welcome to the show. I know that you're a new listener because if you've been listening, you know that Desert Financial for more than 84 years has been Arizona's largest and most trusted local credit union dedicated to creating exceptional experiences by giving back to the community and providing financial solutions that make lives better. Whether it's checkings and savings accounts, mortgages, loans, credit cards, what they deem, and this is certified, I've looked this up, as the Erik Ruby Special, which is getting a replacement debit card after you leave your debit card at a bar. That's the Erik Ruby Special. They're going to help you out with that. And their customer service is fantastic. Always have a smile on their face. And they have locations all across the valley, not one too far from you. Plus, you can spend that $200 with a custom Arizona State University Visa debit card. They have 3 different designs. Check that all out right now. Your time to show your ASU team spirit. Open a free checking account online. Get your $200 plus your choice of 3 different Arizona State University debit cards. Go to desertfinancial.com/ASU to get started and donate to my GoFundMe when I eventually break all of my bones being a gunner on ASU's kickoff.
Dear Lord. Dear Lord. Guys, again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review if you've made it this far and you haven't left a 5-star review. Come on. What are you doing? Help us out here. Also, head to gophnx.com, click the little diehard tab. It's going to tell you everything that you unlock when you become a PHNX diehard. The list is long. It includes discounts on events, on merch. You get a diehard membership card. You get a free t-shirt of your choice from the locker every single year. You're going to get access to all of our premium written content, entrance into the Die Hard Discord lounge. Erik, the list goes on and on. And this is a perfect time to take advantage of the Die Hard membership because, like we said, you're going to get that free t-shirt every single year. We got this one. It finally came.
I was wearing it yesterday.
We got
He's
the
wearing
Valley
it today.
Collection, the taco truck shirt.
Oh, so
let me just, we're going to model
Come
this
on.
thing here. Okay.
This is live modeling right here. Look at that.
I mean, it's just.
How does it feel?
Fits great.
Fits great. Looks great.
Taco truck on the back.
I ate some tacos yesterday with the taco truck shirt on. It enhanced the taco eating experience.
This is the official Taco Tuesday shirt. That's exactly
That's true. We got Steve in the chat saying we need Erik to be on the next season of Cobra Kai.
Make it happen.
Buddy, I'd do it. I would do it.
I believe it.
I'd be the villain. I'd be the...
I don't think you would be the villain.
You don't think so?
I don't think you have that dog in you. I don't think you have.
No, dude, I'm an asshole.
I don't think you have the villainous dog.
When it comes to athletics, actually, karate's all about respect. So yeah, probably not. But if you see me on a basketball court, buddy, I'm such a dick. I'm so mean.
Don't buddy me, pal.
All right, Chief.
Stop it, boss.
All right, champ.
Listen, Buster. We can go all day.
Should we just drop nicknames that are slightly demeaning yet also endearing?
We could go.
That would go crazy.
Day. Look, let's get back to
Let's
talking
talk about the real news.
Gravity.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to talk about what makes the world go round. So money. We talk about NIL. We talked about NIL at the college level. At the high school level, it's become a thing now. So I didn't know this. 36 states
It's a lot of states.
have allowed some form of high school athlete to take advantage of name, image, and likeness at the high school level. Arizona is not one of those schools. However, the state of Florida has just allowed for this to happen. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is kind of what the On3 article says about it. The Florida State Board of Education ratified bylaw changes on Wednesday from the Florida High School Athletic Association that allow name, image, and likeness activities for its student athletes without forfeiting the ability to play prep sports. So what does that mean? The new bylaws state that student athletes and their parents/guardians must negotiate any NIL activities independent of their school district, or the FHSAA. Student athletes will be prohibited from monetizing their NIL with the use of their school's uniform, equipment, logo, name, proprietary patents, products, and or copyrights associated with an FHSAA member school and or school district, either in public, print, or social media platforms. Student athletes are also encouraged to seek legal counsel and tax advice when considering NIL activities. So it's not just the Wild West as it stands kind of with college sports. Like there are
Which
rules
is good because you can't do that to high schoolers.
And the nice thing about this, my initial concern when I saw this was you're going to have schools, and I'm thinking immediately to Arizona, right? I think to Chandler, I think to Saguaro, of the big schools here, right? Of like, okay, if NIL was a thing here, you're going to have those two schools probably throwing some money around to go get kids. That's not what this is. This is more so really talented high school athletes being able to go out on their own, independent of their school, I almost said university, and try and make money for themselves and turn that into maybe a college tuition.
Right.
The list kind of goes on and on.
I think it's good.
Yeah, what do you think of high school athletes now being able to profit off that?
Really fine line, way more of a fine line than college, because we talk about the mental impact that some of this stuff has on 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds, plus maybe the 28-year-olds that are still in college. But we're talking 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds, man. That's tough. And
now they're parents.
But and more regulated. It's also something to where I don't think the market is as crazy. You're probably looking at a lot of local deals, and it gives people who are providing value to their community at a young age. Listen, I got a job when I was in high school, right? So that I can make money, that I can save money. There are some people who are so committed to their sport so they can't do that. And it's the same thing with student athletes. So I think it's great. It gives them an avenue. I just hope that, and not everybody does, unfortunately, that they have the right parents and the right system around them to make sure that this doesn't turn into something that's a distraction or actually eventually bad. But that's just so fine line with everything. Overall, it's good. You don't want it to get too far, and you want to make sure that it has the right regulations and the right people overlooking it. You just can't always guarantee that, which is why in the back of my head, I'm like, but if I was a star high school athlete, and I had the ability,
you'd love it.
I would go for it because I think that's worth it. If you're bringing value to your community and somebody wants to pay you for it, you should be allowed to do that no matter how old you are.
Glenn with the most true comment, man. If I had NIL in high school, lunch and vending machines was on me all day.
Did you have a kid at your school who just sold candy for 50 cents cheaper?
Nice to meet you.
It was you?
Not in high school.
Was you.
Not in high school.
That
not in high school.
So much
not in
sense.
high school. Not in high school. Not in high school.
That makes so much
not in high school.
sense.
What the fuck does that mean?
It just makes sense.
How does that make sense?
I'm
a salesman?
I was chill with my candy salesman. That was my guy. I was like, I was probably his biggest customer. Old Big Erik, big boy. I was
middle school, bro. But it wasn't just me. There was a lot of people. There were people out there that, the supply that they had was way deeper. You
were just one of the lower level.
I was one of the lower level guys.
But you were still.
You came to me when they were out of your
shit. No,
you know. So it's just like it is what it is. But NIL didn't exist.
My candy guy, he had that shit on lock. He deserved NIL.
Yeah,
he deserved a sponsorship.
Still blows my mind how some of those people were able to get that. I'm like, bro, we're 12 years old. Where the fuck are you getting all this candy from?
Dude, I swear this dude made bank.
I'm sure he did.
From me.
I'm sure he did. Our main dude, he got in trouble. He got some serious trouble.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yikes.
The feds, aka the principal, rolled up on him. Was not allowed to do that anymore. So, do you think Arizona should be one of the next schools to approach this?
Or states? Yeah. I think all 50 should. I think if it's like I can go to, I don't know, if I can go to Nevada and do it, I should be able to do it in Arizona.
Yeah.
Right. Especially with the budding Arizona high school sports is actually a massive scene.
I am interested to see if some of these states don't move forward with this, if you're a
people
star,
are gonna move.
Yeah.
Oh,
because if you're a star athlete in Arizona.
I don't know why.
If you're a star athlete in Arizona and you can go make money somewhere else, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, people already do that. People already go to Glenn saying IMG Academy.
Yeah, IMG Academy.
It already happens.
Highland would be flexing cash, Chris says.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm listen, I don't have too much on it. I'm as long as it's regulated and it's you have the right people around you. Glenn with a funny chat. Dad, son, I'm cutting off your allowance. Son. And it's like, buddy, I'm making 20K from the sandwich shop down the street.
I'm giving you allowance. Let's get things straight here. All right, it is Wednesday.
We have some allegations to address, but not.
Oh, you're right. We do have some allegations to address.
Somebody out of the three of us
is a
is cheating.
He's a thief.
And I know why.
He's a thief of victory.
I know why.
Tell me why.
Oh, because so much shit was talked about how he was the greatest and how I was never going to win.
So,
and then I rattled off 5 wins, a dominant run, and then all of a sudden, somewhere out of nowhere,
I was winning the last one.
Out of nowhere, this guy just starts rattling off wins. And then last week, before our show, before like the 24-hour mark hits, Shane in front of us. This is how you know he's going to go cocky.
Who was winning, Erik?
You were winning.
By a
good amount.
Good amount.
And he takes the tweet and he goes, I'm going to send this in my group chat of like 30-something people. And we're like, well, that kind of seems like cheating. He's like, no. I'm going to tell them to vote for whoever they want to vote for. And Max is going to go get Shane, so this is going to get interesting. And
bullshit.
If I sent a poll in a group chat, I don't care if I told them who to vote for, they would all vote for me because they're my friends, right? And you know what's crazy is that when I was winning, I was accused of doing all of this.
Yeah,
which goes to show sometimes when people are accusing you of things, they're really the ones doing it.
So annoying. I should have got that win, man. That's his Mickey Mouse ring. Right? That's his Mickey Mouse ring.
Listen, and now we're tied 5-5, so I think it's good it's me and you on the draft today.
That's pissing me off because I should have that. It should have been my second win. Why'd you have to steal that from me? I get it. If
you steal from me.
I get it if it's you, dude. I was like in my own league.
To be fair, the last like 3 or 4 weeks, I've absolutely
sucked. I drafted so good. Hey, such a great list of plants.
You did a really good job.
Bullshit.
You were the winner in my heart. But that doesn't count on the graphic.
That doesn't mean nothing.
So, you were in second place, though, which means you can choose if you want to draft first or second in our draft. Do you want to tell the people what we're drafting?
Yeah, we are going to be drafting athletes you would most like to have a drink with.
Yes.
So this is obviously an alcoholic beverage.
Correct.
And you're assuming that all of these athletes are at the table together.
You're building a squad. Like
you're building a squad.
They have to go off of each other.
Bar top. You're building the bar top.
Yeah. You're going out with the boys or the gals, and you are saying, you know what? We're all sitting at the table, and we're all ripping. We're all having a good time.
Bees gets it. Totri is the victim.
That is true. Totri's always the victim.
I was robbed here, but it's okay because I'm going to win this week.
Are you first or second?
I'm going to take the first overall pick here.
Okay.
So you have to say the thing though.
Anthony Totri Anthony, the real winner of last week's draft.
And a thief.
We're looking at Shane. You are on the clock. Here he comes.
Like 1 vote. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Shane just said he's a cheater. Shane literally just said that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm taking Michael Jordan.
Sure.
Give me Mike.
Sure.
It's just I want to get into that man's head and just truly understand what it is.
Yeah,
that
great
makes him
pick.
tick. I think that's the only pick that you can do 1-1. You know?
Yeah, on my board. I'll say that. On my board for sure. This was somebody else I was considering taking 1-1. And this is somebody I don't think you're considering. Give me Tony Hawk.
Okay.
Give me Tony Hawk.
That was my 1-1.
Thank you.
Yep.
Tony Hawk is like the chillest dude of literally all time. Literally all time.
So that's the vibe you're going for is chill.
Oh, no, you'll see. You'll see.
Okay. Well, you're on the come around here.
I need stories, okay? The thing that brings people together are stories. And, buddy, I got some questions for my number 2 overall pick. Like, did you actually score 100 points in a basketball game? How many women were you with? Because the averages that are out there, the numbers are out there. They don't add up. Did you really take the subway to all your games? Give me Tony Hawk and Wilt Chamberlain.
I mean, Wilt's a good pick.
Fire me up.
Wilt's a good pick. I'll give you that.
2 picks.
I didn't expect either one of you. I didn't expect either one of those guys. Okay, give me Tiger Woods.
Okay.
I think Tiger is an interesting pick. I'm picking him.
Definitely stories.
He's a GOAT in his own right.
Okay.
We know what happens when he starts to drink. Also, I'm starting to get into golf a little bit more. So I would like to improve my craft a little bit. That's all. You know? So I think Tiger's a solid pick there. So I got Mike, I got Tiger. I mean, we're just here for
Bro, you have You're at an AA meeting, bro. You're a seven, dude. You are about to send these people on the worst nights of their lives and relapsing.
Give me,
oh my God.
give me Deion Sanders for pick 3 here.
Wow.
I mean, I need to have.
You're such a fraud. You're such a fraud.
How's it a fraud?
You're such a fraud.
No. You're assuming this is going to be a happy conversation that I'm having with Deion Sanders.
I'm not trying to get.
I'm sitting there having a glass of whiskey with this man, and I'm saying, hey, man, I don't like what you did to that roster that first year at Colorado. That's what I'm saying. And I'm doing it with Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods next to me.
First of all, Tiger Woods not even in the conversation. He's talking to the waitress.
Yeah, you're
Michael
right.
Jordan is out. Michael Jordan's gambling on how many drinks somebody's going to drop when they're carrying it on a tray.
We've got such a great
Deion Sanders
roster.
and you are literally fist fighting like Peter Griffin and the chicken. And like this is the worst table I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's a great table.
All right, this is where I win.
This is where you win. I think I've already won, buddy.
That's a really bold take. Give me Ken Griffey Jr.
Okay, I'll give you that.
And give me Allen Iverson.
I once shot a football game with Ken Griffey Jr.
There we go.
Literally coolest thing I've ever done.
I know my last 2 picks.
Please.
I know my last 2 picks. If we're just here for all out chaos,
which you very much are.
Okay, I'm gonna now I'll tell you at the end who I was gonna take. I'm going for the best combo in sports that we currently have. I'm going Shaq
and Charles. Yeah,
those are my last 2. Are you kidding me?
That's a good pick.
That table is awesome.
That's a good pick.
That's a great pick.
Those are good picks. Those are good picks. This one.
You gonna take Thanasis onto the combo?
Thanasis and Giannis. Okay, so I got 2 picks.
OJ's still on the board.
Do I have 2 picks or 1 pick? I have 1 pick left, right? I've taken Tony Wilt, Allen Iverson, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah,
so I have 1 pick left. Thinking about somebody who's in our chat, Chad Johnson, Chad Ochocinco. That's on the board. Shannon Sharp on the board as well. Unfortunately, Tom Brady's on my mind. I don't know why. I'm not going to take him, but he is.
He's just on your mind, not on your list.
He's on my mind, not on my list. Ricky Henderson for sure. Okay.
I'm so due for a dub.
You're not winning this draft.
I'm so due for it.
You're not winning this draft.
I'm so due for a dub.
Tony Hawk, Wilt Chamberlain,
also,
Ken
can
Griffey
you just
Jr.,
imagine sitting at the bar
Allen
and
Iverson.
It's me and these 5 guys?
Yeah. I would love to see that. Dude. Muhammad Ali is a good one. I don't think he drinks.
I don't think he'd like to be at that table.
He
doesn't do much of anything.
Barry Bonds
would be an interesting
interesting
one. He's got his own juice that he's bringing.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this is hard. Do I go like
Danielle? Were you gonna say something?
Oh wait, you know what? I'm dipping in different flavors here. I've got basketball. I've got baseball. I've got skating. Oh, dude, I kind of want to go with Wayne Gretzky. Ooh. You want to drink with a hockey guy?
That would be a good one.
Are you serious? Give me Wayne Gretzky.
That's a solid pick.
Guys, think about the stories that are going to be flying at my table. You have Tony Hawk, arguably arguably the coolest athlete of all time, just from chill levels. You have Wilt Chamberlain, which I have some questions. You have Ken Griffey Jr., the coolest baseball player of all time, hands down. Allen Iverson, the coolest basketball player of all time, hands down. And then the greatest, maybe not just hockey player, but singular athlete of all time, and Wayne Gretzky, as far as how many records he holds, plus give me the hockey guy drinking. Bees, you're wrong. He says I'm cooked. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I think I won.
Shaq and Kenny's a good pick. Shaq
McAfee,
and Charles.
John Cena.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what. I do not want to get a beer with Pat McAfee.
No,
I would like to get some words in my conversation. Gronk can't pick Gronk. U of A guy.
Mikal Bridges, I think, is a miss.
Yeah.
Out of 10, though? Out of 10 athletes ever?
If I'm getting Chipotle, I would do Mikal. Sorry.
If I'm getting unnamed Mexican food restaurant on the tables at Vine and Tempe, I'm going Mikal Bridges.
That is true.
JJ Watt, I think, is a miss. Sean White.
Sean White. I'm not going to double dip in X Games, though.
Megan, I would have gone all X Games. Megan Rapinoe.
Yeah, Rapinoe is a good pick.
My favorite, Sophie Cunningham.
Sue Bird.
Dude, honestly, I think Katie Ledecky would be a great
would be great. Sue Bird would be a great pick. Taurasi would be a great pick. Caitlin Clark has no personality. I would not pick Caitlin Clark. Great basketball player, but no.
I feel like she wouldn't be very much fun.
No.
I mean, she's from Iowa, so they know how to drink up there.
If it's in Ames, they know how to drink the water.
Well, it's not in Ames. Iowa's not. That university's not in Ames, I don't think. That's just Iowa State.
I might get some chairs thrown with AI. You know about that story?
No.
He got in like a fight in a bowling alley in like high school. He like almost got arrested.
George Brett.
Bees gets it. Cool, Erik. Still not better than Shaq.
Bees, I expected better.
I think you have a great team. Your stories are great.
You know what, Bees? I expected better from you. That kind of hurts.
Your stories are going to be awesome, but the vibes that I have are just off the charts.
Do you guys know the story about George Brett? There's an entire Always Sunny episode about it.
How
one time the legend goes that he once drank 100 beers on a flight from Seattle to Boston.
Andre the Giant, that dude drank crazy amount of beers.
No way.
Oh, dude, I'd love to get a beer with John Cena. Just talk about
how
stories.
would you know? How would you know he's there, you know?
The beer would be floated.
Oh, okay. Do you want to recap who you drafted?
Yeah, I've said it a couple times.
Here's the losing team.
Tony Hawk, Will Chamberlain, Ken Griffey Jr., Allen Iverson, Wayne Gretzky. If that's a losing team, I will ride or die with my losing team, baby. And Bees, you're hurting me here, bud. Bees, you're my guy. Or guy. I don't know. But Bees, you're hurting.
Bees, I knew Bees before you.
That doesn't mean that our bond can't be stronger.
It's not, though.
Simone Biles, great.
Simone Biles is a good one.
Livy Dunn. Paul Skeens,
both of them.
Yeah. That count
Baby Gronk?
That count as one. Yeah. Now we're just drafting the worst list.
Can I get a drink with Baby Gronk?
His dad would show up. Okay, so my list. Michael Jordan.
Breaking news, Baby Gronk has transferred to the table across the restaurant.
The kitty table. I got Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Deion Sanders, Shaq, and Chuck.
Dude, you're literally like, you have an AA meeting and then NBA on TNT.
Hey, I'm cool with it.
Because like, here's the thing.
That is the best night out you've ever had.
You're fighting.
That is the best night out you've ever had.
You're fighting with Deion. Michael Jordan has no life in his eyes as he sits at a gambling table. He's not even talking to you. Tiger Woods is off with the waitress. And then Shaq and Kenny are just, what'd you say, Chuck?
Have you never had a night out with the boys like that?
Not with those guys.
Where you recap? Everybody's got a Mike, a Deion, a Tiger.
Maybe we run in different circles.
I mean,
I do not have a Tiger Woods in my circle. I'll say that for sure.
Oh, God.
I don't have a Tiger Woods in my circle.
Guys, that is going to do it for today's crazy episode of
this was a fun one.
PHNX Sun Devils show. We should have known that it was going to go like this just based off of the initial scream at the start.
You know, whenever you talk NIL and high school NIL and scholarships, you know it's going to be a fun show.
You know it's going to lead right into Tiger Woods.
Correct.
That's how it always goes.
You know what happened? You cursed it by saying
it
might be a short show
right,
today.
You're right.
But this was fun.
He said that.
Yeah, but this was fun. This was fun. I'm glad this went long.
Guys, vote on Twitter.
I'm glad I was wrong.
Vote on Twitter for who won. I will post that up.
Oh,
that's tough. That's tough. Thought you had it. Guys, do us a solid again. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review. Give us a follow at PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow the Blind Mouse himself at Erik Ruby. That is Erik with a K. You can follow DJ Danielle at Abracadanielle across social media. In the meantime, guys, go Devils and peace.
We all silly like the mayor.